Welcome to this week's episode of the Northstars Show right here on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Jaret Schneider. In this episode, we talk to Bruce Highway. We do a 1 minute with Myles Bennett. And we also have the second edition of the Call of Duty Tip of the Week. And stay tuned for my interview with assistant coach Mark Scott. All right, so I'm with assistant coach Mark Scott now. Mark, only picked up the 2 points in the two games. What things kind of went wrong that could have been improved on to get 4 points?
Well, we had a pretty soft start on Friday. A couple of goals that we might have liked to have back in the first period, and we were down either 3 or 4. I don't even really remember in the first period on Friday, and that's a long ways back. So the second and third periods were good. We fought back in the third, had it to 5-3, and then they got a couple more in a couple of quick shifts in the third. So a quicker start on Friday, coming ready to play and at home on Friday nights seems to be an issue, and we have to improve on that for the rest of the season. Saturday was a much better effort, and squeaks out a 2-1 win with the last second goal, so that we were pretty happy with that.
So you mentioned battling back in the first game. What types of things went right, obviously, in the second game to pick up the win?
Well, defensively we were better. I thought overall this weekend we were much more disciplined than we were the week before, certainly, and we took fewer penalties as a result. And you know, it's a lot easier to play the game for us when we're 5-on-5 as opposed to killing 20+ minutes in penalties per game.
Absolutely. So played pretty well defensively in the second game. Obviously only gave up 1 goal. Which players kind of stood out in an offensive way and a defensive way in the two games?
Well, I thought Ty, Tanner, and Trent had a very strong weekend as a line. They were going both nights, skating hard, forechecking well, and generated I think most of our points that we got in the two games. On defense, I thought Bruce Highway had what was probably his best weekend of the year. And Aaron Valance in net in relief on Friday, and then with the start on Saturday was strong in both games.
So if you had to pick one guy for offensive, who would you give it to?
Well, I think we'll go with the rookie, Mr. Laycock, this weekend. Played well, got a couple of goals, and had a few other good chances. Worked hard in all 3 zones of the rink, and was very good in both games.
Yeah, he did play really well. Who would you maybe give defensive player to then?
I think we'll go with the goalie, Mr. Valance. Like I said, was strong in relief on Friday and very good in the start on Saturday. With honorable mention for defensive to Bruce Highway, who had a strong weekend, and on offense, both Tanner and Ty, who were on the line with Trent and were strong all weekend.
So obviously we're looking for a good week in practice this week with going on the roads. What types of things are the boys working on in practice to hopefully you pick up the 6 points?
We had a good practice on Tuesday night already. Some good flow, some good passing, good quick feet, and that's what we're trying to push is the tempo in practice, so that we come out and work hard in practice, go full speed so the game slows down for us and isn't quite so quick. We're not chasing it in the first period of quite as many games. Tonight we'll be working a bit on the power play, in particular 5-on-3, and we hope a few face-off alignment issues for some of those tight situations at the end of close games.
Awesome, and going on the road this weekend, playing 3 games in 3 nights with such a long drive. What are some of the challenges with playing 3 games in 3 nights?
Well, it's a bit of a challenge to get off to a good start. The first one, riding the bus overnight down to Dauphin Thursday night, and then playing Friday will be tough. And it's the same as Friday nights at home. We have to come to the rink ready to play in the first period, get off to a quick start, and put Parkland behind and never look back. And then over the weekend, we play 2 very good teams in Yellowhead, who are, I think, second place in the Western Division, and have beaten or had close games with all of the top teams in the league, including us when they were here. And then Brandon on Sunday for the finale for the weekend, who have, I think, a 15-2 record or so on the year, and have been on a really good run for the last few weeks. So we need to come out quick. We need to take the body lots and stay out of the penalty box, play 5-on-5. If we do that, we know we can play with any of those teams and beat them.
Absolutely. I believe Brandon is first, the only team ahead of Yellowhead. Thanks, Mark. We look forward to picking up 6 points, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Jaret.
You're watching the Northstars Show on Shaw TV.
So now I'm here with defenseman Bruce Highway. Bruce, I heard you're in another TV show, kind of hurting our ratings a little bit. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, the TV show that I am about to appear in is called Hit the Ice. It's about 20 Aboriginal student players that got scouted from all over Canada to go to Ottawa. Free trip to Ottawa, and we get to get there for exposure, more exposure to major junior teams and junior A teams and all that, and yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So we'll switch back to Northstars now. On the weekend, picked up 2 points. What things could have happened a little bit better, maybe to get the 4 points in the 2 games?
Probably our discipline. Our discipline always hurts us, and that's been a huge problem through the whole year. And we just got to work on that more, and we got to work on being more as a team now. And in the second game, we definitely achieved that, as you can see with the 2 points we got. And
speaking to the 2 points you got, what types of things went right to get the 1 win at least?
Everything. We played such a great game. We never gave up, and that second goal just proves about how much heart our team can have and how much we could achieve in such little time.
Awesome. So speaking to the boys, which guys kind of stood out, played pretty well in the 2 games?
I think Tyrell really stepped up his game. He really got the boys pumped up with all his big hits and his hard work, and he really gave a good example. And also Aaron Valance really stepped up in his second game. And the half of the first game there, he's really starting to improve, and everyone's really impressed with that.
So speaking to Aaron Valance, how important was it that he played his best game of the year? Only had 1 goal against in the second game, got the win. Speak a little bit about him and how well he played.
His confidence is definitely going up there, and it's definitely showing on the ice. And everyone is being really positive around him, and that's really making his move positive, and it's really shown in his game.
Awesome, and it's good to hear. And going on to the road this weekend, playing 3 games, maybe how tough is it to play 3 games back to back on the road?
It's definitely a challenge, especially since we travel so far and so long, and we're never really in the same town, so we have to travel half hour to the arena, and that really drains us a lot. So we really need to get as much rest as we can over the weekends.
All right, so on the ice, what types of things do the boys have to do right to get the 6 points?
Definitely discipline. We got to stay out of the box through the whole weekend. We got to do our best on it and off the ice, and we got to do the little things right.
All right, thanks, Bruce, and good luck this weekend.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Tanner Hepp here with my colleagues Trent Laycock and Jordy Valentino for your COD tip of the week. This week we're going to talk about spawn killing, which is done on the map on the game-style demolition. It's where you head over to the respawn or the starting point of the other enemies, and you kill them as their players start. They have no chance to escape it because they have second as they respawn. They don't know what's happening. You kill them, rack up your score, and I'm going to hand it over to Jordy Valentino to carry it on.
Some guns you need to use are probably the Vector with the silencer and fast mag, probably a tactical insertion, or any submachine gun at all. I'll pass it over to Trent.
They forgot to mention some other important players, such as Myles Bennett. He defuses the bomb and plants it. He's not very good at Call of Duty like the rest of us, but he gets our team the wins, so that's pretty important.
All right, so now I'm here with Myles Bennett. Myles, how's the season been going so far for you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. I've been enjoying most of it, yeah.
Oh, that's good. You've got 1 goal so far. How long till you get the second one?
Next shift, when I get that B-way pass, I'm going down, toe dragging, bar down.
I'd like to see it. That's going to be this Friday on the road?
Yep.
Good, good. All right, I'll ask you some questions for the 1 minute with. Favorite app?
iFitness.
One thing you can't live without?
My biceps.
You got any brothers or sisters?
A sister.
Favorite restaurant on the road?
GNC.
Last movie you watched?
Something with Ronnie Coleman.
Name 3 of Santa's reindeer.
Rudolph.
That's an easy one.
Dixon. I don't know.
We'll go to the, who sleeps the most on the bus?
Boyd Langen.
When do you start Christmas shopping?
Last week, Black Friday.
Favorite hockey moment?
When Paul Anderson videotapes me.
Awesome. Perfect, thanks. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Northstars Show, right here on Shaw TV. I'm your host, Jaret Schneider. I would like to thank my guests, Myles Bennett, Bruce Highway and assistant coach Mark Scott. And don't forget, the boys are on the road this weekend. They take on the Parkland Rangers on Friday. They're in Yellowhead on Saturday, and they play Brandon on Sunday before returning home. And thanks for watching.